These past few days have been very interesting for me. It's kind of just been a lot of like stillness, and I asked God to, give me a sense of direction of what I should do with my life. And yesterday, He gave me this dream, and when I woke up from the dream, I wrote it down. So I'm gonna read off of this exactly what I remember from my dream. That I believe it's like a message here. So it says so I was in high school and I kept leaving. I was constantly getting yelled at by my mother, with rightfully so. I am somebody who, my mom always wanted me to do well in school, and if I was constantly leaving school, I don't understand. If my child was, I would be upset at them too. So constantly yelled by my mom, and I told my mom. She asked me why I was doing this. I told her I'm not meant for this. She was so frustrated with me. And what's interesting is the home that this took place in is not the last home that I lived with my mom with at all. This was the house that this is the house that I initially told her, hey, I want to be a YouTuber / streamer. So this had a much different. This is just more than just like a dream. This is very specific. And I told her I wanted to be a YouTuber. And I was just starting high school around my freshman year, going into my sophomore year. And I had 3 different scenarios in which there was issues that occurred in the dreams. I don't know if these were 3 different dreams in the same night or just scenarios in general. But one was at the school, another one was at home, and then another one, the last one was being sent off to college, which is interesting. And before I walked out each time, I said, no, I'm not meant for, I'm meant for something greater. And I said that in every situation, all 3 of the situations that I was confronted, hey, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And I said, no, I'm meant for so much greater. And it's interesting because in those moments, when I was in high school, when I was at home and college, I was myself right now. I wasn't younger at all. I wasn't like I wasn't like a kid or anything like that. So it's very interesting. And I literally asked God yesterday to just talk to me, give me some sort of, direction of where to go, what I should do with my life. Being 24 years old, just turning 24 years old, my life I was like, what am I doing with myself? I had a really big moment where I'm like, I don't what am I doing with myself? I need to do something with my life. And I know I'm meant for something greater. It's just always been in my brain for so long, and even my family has always said that, not everyone in my family, but there's a few family members that you're just meant for something greater, you know what I mean? And it's funny because, so when I told my mom I wanted to be a YouTuber and stuff like that, obviously, I was a huge gamer. I still am a huge, I love gaming. I was playing Black Ops 2 at the time, and I was just starting into Fortnite. Fortnite just became popular or whatever. I wasn't really huge into Fortnite, but I played Black Ops 2 literally all the time. And what's interesting is now, if you guys are into the gaming community or whatever, they came out, PlayStation 5 recently came out with the PS5 port. So uh, it's just kind of like crazy how it's like a full circle moment where, you know, like Black Ops 2, and I'm playing Fortnite to this day too. I'm pretty good at it, and I stream, like I do TikTok. So it's like all these things, like these things I wanted to do when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I'm doing now, but it's different. You know what I mean? And it's just a full circle moment, and I think it just reminded me, like I'm, you know. So this is just something I wanted to share, and I want to tell, you know, whoever's watching this, that